Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 8 of our All the Mod 7 Let's Play series, where today we are setting ourselves up a automated farm with Create. Let's get started. All right, we are back, and just a heads up, this is the second time I have said this because I literally just recorded and realized I didn't have OBS open for any recording. So luckily I didn't get too far into what I was saying. But as you can see, my inventory is empty of all of our occultism stuff because I am deviating, flipping script just a little bit here today because I need to get some farms up. We're running out of logs. We're running out of, I have spruce logs, which is great. But like we don't have much oak. I want to get some more like plants going. For our agronomical accumulator dude there so that we can actually get some automated growth and get some mana going for ours and all that stuff. So as you can see on my to-do list, we have a bunch of stuff from Create to do. And I love Create for simple automations and stuff like this. Create can get very complicated, very overwhelming, and very ugly, to be honest with you, when you get to some of these crazier machines, which is why we're not playing Create Above and Beyond. But as it stands now, this is what we need to work on. What I'm doing now, though, is Luca is complaining that he doesn't have any shovels, so he can't clear everything out. And I don't know if he can use stone tools yet because he is a builder hut level 1. So I'd kind of like to give him make one, and then we'll see how we end up with this when we get over there. Is there a crafting table in his thing? I'm not entirely sure. I could bring some more. I do have planks, so I could make more wood shovels if needed. We are about to fall asleep. Hey, Inoa, come here. I got some armor for you. Though really, I probably should give the armor to Bo. Inoa should be please remind me later. Skip the chit chat. That's the button I'm looking for. Inoa should be ranged, so she should be doing things like, not near the enemies and should be pew pew from over here. And Bo is going to be the one who's actually going at him. So y'all just hanging out here with Luca, huh? He is the village veteran. So let's see. You can handle level 1 is stone tools, and this is level 1, correct? Builder's hut, 1. And I'm going to assume this is level 1. This is Luca's builder hut. Let's name this. I always like naming things. So Luca's builder. Well, Luca's builder 1. Okay, well, that's fine. Level, yeah, no, that's minor 1. Yeah, whatever. I'm just assuming you're level 1. Okay, so let's go talk to you. More details, please. Fulfill. And then inventory, we'll give you these other two too. So he can use stone. So if we need to, or we will, we'll give him stone stuff to use. It is 10:35, so we can go ahead and sleep. Remember, you can sleep at 10:15 according to the timer on what is it? Journey map. So 10:15 is when you are allowed to sleep. Yeah. Okay. So what do we need to work on today? Create farms. So let's go ahead and head back home. And yes, I know I can teleport. I honestly forgot that I could, but we can go back home and we need to get some stuff set up. So if you've not seen any of my previous playthroughs, I set this farm up in Enigmatica 6 and in my Better Minecraft series. It is such a simple farm that I have no problems using it repeatedly in my series because it just works fantastically. Let's get some planks because I think we're going to need that. Let's grab our diorite, some cobblestone, and our andesite. I don't know if we're going to have enough andesite overall, so I hope so. We're going to need our iron, we're going to need gold, and I'm probably going to need to get a little bit more of this iron cooked up. So we'll cook up 16 of these. And I hate wasting iron without doubling it, but it's okay for now. So what do we need for this? Well, we're going to need all of these things. So we're going to need an encased fan. We're also going to need one of our magma blocks, which is why I grabbed those. And basically the way that this is going to work, we're going to have our encased fan sit on top of our magma block. And the magma block will allow the encased fan to spin. Create is all about rotational power. And so by giving it heat from the magma block on the fan, it will allow it to spin very slowly, 4 RPM, but that's more than enough for a simple farm. On top of that is going to sit a mechanical bearing and then a radial chassis. And what the mechanical bearing is going to do is take the rotational energy from the fan, put it into the bearing, and then the bearing is going to be sticky, hit the radial chassis, and it's going to allow the radial chassis to spin around. And yada, 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 so on and so forth. You'll see how it is when we get to it. So I'm going to need to make some buttons. So let's make, let's get 2 sets of these. So I think 17 is what we needed for the cogwheels. And then we're going to need andesite alloys, which is going to require iron nuggets. So let's grab 27 of those. And we'll make as much andesite alloy as we can, which is 13. So we'll take it. And that was all of the andesite? No, that was all of our nuggets. What is this? Create materials have weird names. Andesite alloy is one of them. Okay, cool. So encased fan, and then we're going to need cogwheels, and this will make 8, so that's good. We're kind of limited on resources again, remember. So we're going to be kind of sort of skimpy with all of our stuff. I need 1 log. Bam. And that is andesite casings. And then we should be able to get 1 encased fan once we get a propeller going. Now you may be wondering, how do we get a propeller? Oh, well, it is andesite alloy surrounded by 4 iron plates. Here's the issue with the iron plates. What about iron sheets? We can press them. They're not immersive engineering. We can do the engineer's hammer. Okay, good. I was afraid. What is this beyond earth recipe though? You are a hammer. Which is only 1 iron ingot and then 2 iron nuggets. This is cheaper. We're gonna go this route. Because if we look at like iron sheets from all the mods, or iron plates from all the ores, I'm sorry. So if you look at the recipe for this, it is 2 iron ingots to 1 iron plate. That is a waste. Plus these require blocks of iron to make these iron ore hammers. And I'm not about that life. That was a lot. But being able to do the iron sheets from, not create, there was another one. Anyway, we just need another nugget and then some sticks. So let's grab another set of nuggets, some sticks, and then it was this. No, which one is it? Beyond Earth iron plates. Okay. Get a hammer and then iron. And we need quite a few of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and make... Oh, but man, the engineer's hammer lasts a lot longer than that thing does. So maybe the engineer's hammer is the way to go. Okay, so now we can make our propeller. And we have our encased fan, which is the brains of our operation. It is the power for our setup. And then we need a mechanical bearing, which is going to require me to make a tabletop, which is going to require some sort of slab. Or I'm sorry, a turntable. Bam, we have that going. We need 1 radial chassis, which is going to require 3 logs this time. So let's use spruce, since I have some extra of those. Okay. And then we need a linear chassis, or I guess let's do more logs. Let's just take all the logs, whatever. I have dark oak logs too. So I guess I'm not as bad as I thought I was, but this will allow us to get more. Well, that's all I can make because we ran out of iron again, or andesite alloys. These andesite alloys are the worst because it requires 2 andesite for every 1 alloy. So you really don't get that much out of it. And that's the part that costs the most. So linear chassis 3. That'll allow us to have a 5x5 farm, a 3x3 farm, something like that. But this is where the most expense is going to come from, is the mechanical harvesters. I need a total of 3 of these. What are we short? Iron plates again. This is why we cooked up more iron. But I'm going to need the engineer's hammer, so it's going to use a little bit. Do I have string? Tell me I have some string. No string lying around, so we will go the... can I break down wool anyway? Not easily. Not at all, it seems, actually. Yeah, no, not at all. Okay, no breaking down of wool. So I guess we'll do the other hammer, which was this, and that. And then some more iron plates. Inventory issues abound. We need another mechanical harvester, which is another andesite alloy, which at this point we're out of andesite, which is why I got the diorite, because we need to make andesite, which can be made by combining diorite and cobblestone. So let's grab, that was not intended, but that works. Okay, that works. 64 andesite, we'll take it. And then another andesite alloy. Oh, and an andesite casing, which means more andesite alloy. And we're out of iron again. I need to get like the zinc. Don't I have zinc in here? I should be using zinc because really zinc isn't used for much else other than create mechanics. So I'll get the zinc cooked up and use those for our nuggets. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just let me get this one piece and then we should be pretty close. Other than I got to make the portable storage interface and the other guy. So I guess we're kind of not almost there, but we're almost there. Okay. Portable storage interface is going to require a chute. Bam. And we need 2 of these actually. And that's it. That's all we need except for our hammer. We're going to need a hammer for this, which is going to require 3 gold plates. So let's pull this stuff back. Get you. You can't make gold plates. So there's no gold beyond. Oh my goodness. How do I make gold plates? We're not going to be able to do this without the wrench. Golden sheet, golden plate, golden plate. Oh man, we need some string. All I need is string. Okay, let me you know what? I know where we have string. Haha. I can get a string. We can get a string pretty easy. There's string right there. You see it? If I smack that with my sword, we should get some string out of it. How am I going to get up there? That is a good question. Maybe there's some on the inside. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pillar up while I'm in there. Ah, there is some on the inside. Oh, look, there's one right here. String. Got it. What else do we have in here, by the way? Okay. And bada bing, bada boom, we have string, which means we can now make the... Where's my sticks? No, it's like this, or this, and this. And now the engineer's hammer, and this lasts much longer too, by the way. Look at that. Didn't even take any of the durability. I should have just done that in the first place. Bam, we have a wrench. All right, that is everything we are going to need except for a slime ball, and luckily I found those. I don't even remember where at this point, but I found slime balls. We can... Do we want to use a chute? Are we going to need to use a chute? I think we do need to use a chute, yes. So we'll keep one of these chutes on us, which means we'll just keep both of them on us. And let's clean up inventory a little bit here because we're not going to need all of this stuff, just some of it. All this stuff's good. Engineer's hammer can go away. Our iron, gold. I guess iron plates can go in there. You're kind of miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Don't need shafts. Kind of got shafted by that hammer. Just saying. You actually go in here. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's sleep through this night, and then we need to set up our farm. And we're going to kind of use our existing land out here to do this. Normally I would build it up, but we kind of don't. Do I have the dirt? Maybe I have the dirt. Oh, I kind of have the dirt. Okay, let's get the dirt, and then we can set this up with cobbled deep slate, sure. So basically what we're going to do is come over here, and we're going to find somewhere where we can put this farm. And I'm thinking like over in this area, because this area back here, our village is going to expand that way, I think. And so this area is going to be kind of like our area to do the things that we need to do. So I want to set this farm up in this general vicinity. I just need to clear out all of this lavender and then clear this guy out. So let me be right back. Let me clean up this area and then get us set up. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a block. Okay. So imagine this is our block. So I'm going to put some cobbled deep slate down. This is where we're going to center everything off. And I have 3 mechanical harvesters. So we're going to be able to go out 1 and then 1, 2, 3. 3. And so this thing's going to rotate this direction. So this is going to be, you know, the width of our farm. So I'm going to clear out so that our farm can sit here. And then, yeah, you'll see how it works. Be right back. Okay, so this is how you want to go ahead and lay your farm out. I'm going to just break these so that there's like a little gap denoting that our farm starts here essentially. So what we want to do is have, you know, our area laid out like so, and this is going to be our farm area. Keep in mind, you are going to have to put water. So these blocks here won't get farmed. So generally I use those for my water. And obviously, you know, you only need 1 water source for this, but we're going to have water or stuff sitting here. So it can't be centered to make this, you know, best that it can be. So we will put water around it and everything. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we need to place our magma block. That's going to come down here, and that, remember, is going to be the source of power for our encased fan. And now the encased fan has direction, and the fan part is what's important. You want the fan to touch the magma block there. So if we rotate this, it's going to be kind of hard actually, but if I place it like that, there we go. It placed actually properly now. And I did forget to bring one thing. And do you count as cobblestone? Or do you count as stone? Thank goodness you count as cobblestone. You need a lever. So we're going to take our lever and place it there. And you're going to see it's going to start spinning, which is great. That's exactly what we want to see because we need our farm to be able to rotate. So then we take our mechanical bearing and we place that on top with the sticky side sitting there. And then we take our radial chassis and we're going to stick that right on top. And if we hit this, bam, you're going to see it's going to start turning because that acts as a turntable and it spins the chassis. Exactly what we need. So then what we want to do is take our linear chassis and connect them off of our radial chassis. And you're going to see how they connect, right? So if I were to put this one in the front here, you kind of see they connect together. Where the brown connects with the brown in Create means that those are all going to be interconnected. As long as they are facing the same direction and they touch another chassis, they are connected. So like these are all, imagine this is facing, what are we doing? This is facing east to west. You got the light brown here and the light brown here. And this one's also facing east to west. So if we kick this on, nothing happened because I forgot that I have to actually sticky the other part. Haha. I have to sticky this. So if you use a slime ball, it sticks the stuff to it. So now if we do this and we spin it, the whole contraption is going to spin in yonder direction because they are connected to each other. If we were to break this and place it facing this way, let's just rotate it. There we go. It's facing a different direction than those now, right? If we rotate this, that one's not going to move. So it's very important to make sure when you do this that you set up your chassis to be the same way. They do default to facing the same direction when they default to connecting to each other, so you shouldn't have to worry about it. And as long as you do that, you only have to sticky the one side and these will connect to each other. If we were to want to like expand this and put cobbled deep slate, because you don't have to use these linear chassis, you can use whatever you want. We would just have to slime ball each piece of this, which it won't, no, we'd have to super glue each piece, which if you look at super glue, it is just made with slime, a plate, and iron, and then you can glue pieces to each other. But we don't need to for our purposes. We just need to, no, I want to break the slime. So I'm just going to break the whole thing, and that is fine. And we had a radial chassis there. And now I need to sticky this again. For demonstration purposes, I got all wiggle woggle. Didn't we have another linear chassis somewhere? And you didn't place the correct way. Excuse me, sir. There we go. There's probably a linear chassis floating around here somewhere because I'm pretty sure we had it makes 4. And I only have 3. Yeah, because we were demonstrating with one. We kind of lost a linear chassis somewhere. Oh no, it only makes 3. What did I put there then? Weird. Anyway, so now this is all going to spin in the direction that we want, and it's going to cover all of our blocks. Great. So then we need to take our slime ball again, and we're going to sticky the front of all of these, and we're going to put our mechanical harvesters right in front of them. Bam, just like that, which is good. One thing I did forget to make is a chest or two to store all these. So we're just going to go ahead and make a quick crafting table. I do not want to run back. And then, did I check this already? Is the recipe for the chests in here? It is not. I love the recipe for easy chests. And actually, I need to do that again because I need 2 chests ultimately. Okay. So then what we need to do is, this is now going to work, right? It's going to spin. You're going to see the harvesters do their thing. And if there were stuff planted here, they would, harvest it when fully grown. So we can shut this off. But it's going to harvest it and then dump all the items out into the world. We don't want that. We want our items to end up in a chest. So to solve that problem, all we have to do is take our slime ball. What mob? What? What? Mega torches. We need to get these set up around our base. I'm gonna burn through all my diamonds and gold, but I'm gonna set these up. These villagers are dying way too much. I don't even know what to do. I'll go peaceful for a little bit. Hey, I lied. 10:15 is when you're supposed to be able to sleep, but it won't let me sleep. 10:27. I lied. 10:27 is when you're able to sleep. If you're following along, ignore me from 5 minutes ago. It's 10:27. Anyway, so this is working perfectly. We need to get our chest set up, and we can do that. You can do that along anywhere on here. Oh, okay. I was like, somebody else died? What the heck? We're going to go ahead and set up our chest like here. No, I'd have to super glue it to there. So we're going to set up our chest here, which will work fine. No, we're going to set up our chest here. So if we put our chest right here, it's super glued to there now. So now the whole contraption is what this is called, is going to have access to its inventory. And then lastly, we need to put our portable storage interface, and we want it to face this direction out, like so. So we're going to take it and we're going to set it right here, and it is going to sit out. And the way that these portable storage interfaces work, well, it's just easiest to demonstrate this. So we're going to let this guy run. We're going to let him. Don't use your R's book when you're trying to do stuff if it's set to break. We're going to let it run, and you're going to see those are going to go. And the portable storage interface is on this block, right? This is where it lines up to. So we're going to take our cobbled deep slate, and we're going to set up our matching portable storage interface on this side, and it's going to face the same direction. And what these two are going to do is kiss. They're going to make out, and it's going to transfer all the items that get harvested into this portable storage interface, or well, not into the storage interface itself, but into an attached inventory. So what we need to do is, I don't want to use the chutes. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just gonna have to dig the chest down here. If we used a hopper, I wouldn't have to do this. We could just have it hopper in, and I may switch to it later. But the advantage with the chutes is we can do this, boop, and you can see everything. And see, look, they kiss, and then any items that would have been in this chest are gonna end up in the other chest. And we can demonstrate that by putting all this stuff in there, letting it run around, and all of that stuff should end up in this chest. So we'll actually see it fall through the chute, which is pretty darn cool looking if you ask me. Which is why I like smacking those so you can see the blocks. Bam. Everything fell in, and they're done, and we have all of our stuff back. So yeah, that's a basic automation of a farm. So now all we got to do is get stuff planted, get water put in place, and we are, good to go. So let's grab our buckets and get our water. We can probably just do 2 source blocks of water. That should be fine. One thing to note, do not stand in front of this. Oh no, I'm sorry. This one's fine to stand in front of. I'll be making a tree version of this soon. Do not stand in front of the tree version. The tree version will damage you. Those are saws, and saws are no good to Minecraft Steve or TheAndrata. Put water here. And this should be more than enough water for this whole farm. So then all we got to do is close this off. Because you're never really going to, unless you need to work on this, you never need to access this lever again to actually do anything. So you can just close it off. And then remember, these blocks you cannot build on. So we can actually just go ahead and replace this with like the deep slate so that we don't ever even be tempted to build or plant on them, because they're never going to get harvested. And I don't believe these blocks will get harvested either. We'll find out. But that's our farm. So all we have to do now is get our stuff planted. So we need to get a hoe, get our vegetables and things like that, and let them grow and auto harvest for us. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm also going to move our agronomical thing over there so we can start getting more source, and basically all of our R's is going to move over to that direction. So I'll be back when that is done. All right, and there we go. You don't necessarily have to put your source jar and agronomic source link like this close. This thing has a pretty large range, because with all of the tree growing I had, when the tree grew, it actually fed the source jar and everything. So it's not like you have to have a massive range or anything. But as it stands, I mean, it's the best for now. So what we have is wheat, we have potatoes, and then we have source berries growing. And the source berries, just because, I mean, they're a source of food. I really don't know, like, what do the source berries need or do? Purple dye, you can make rolls, which I kind of like that. Grants mana regeneration, and it's pretty decent food. It's probably better than bread. And this is Mage Bloom, and that's about it, along with composting and mana potions. But yeah, so then the last thing we need to do is go ahead and I hate those. That's why I put those on that side, because I didn't want to have to deal with them as I ran around this area. So we're doing pretty decent on light here, plus everything should continue growing. And then eventually we'll put a Feral Flare Lantern, and we can actually put the Feral Flare Lantern right inside the center of this thing, because this doesn't act as a block. It's now a entity, so it's just spinning around and doesn't technically exist in the eyes of Minecraft. It's not blocks, it's an entity. But yeah, that is our super simple create farm, and it fully automated. So as things grow, they'll end up getting put into this chest, and bada bing, bada boom, we have a nice setup going on. Before we end the episode, I did want to go ahead and start getting these mega torches set up, at least a few, and then in between episodes, I'll get a couple more going. I wish I would have. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was going to say, I wish I would have saved some of those gold blocks that we have, but we have gold ingots from those blocks. So it looks like we can get 2 of these set up before we run out of gold, but we also have some gold to cook. So yeah. And then I need my diamonds, and then maybe I'll do a little bit more mining. Oh, that's always so hard. I don't want to mine. That's why I set up the mining guy, but it is what it is. I know. Everybody always comments, but TheAndrata, it's Minecraft. You're supposed to mine. You know what? It's the most boring thing to me. That's why I play modded Minecraft, so I don't have to mine, you know? Bam. And I don't know like how well this is going to work with only 2 of these things around. It's a 32 block radius. So we'll kind of go set these around our base with only 2. Like I said, it's a little bit not the greatest, but we can like replace like let's do, no, I don't like that. All these torches are so even. Here we go. Let's do this torch. Bam. Look at that. It's a mega torch. It's a pretty darn big torch, by the way. So we'll put that one there, and then I think Ilona died around this area, so let's oh man, I wish I had, if we had at least 3, I could put them at one over here, but there's the other one. And so that'll get us at least a little bit of protection from mobs in this area. I don't know by how much, and then this whole area is still, you know, vulnerable to the mobs, but I live here, so I can handle them on my own. I got my shield. I'm good to go. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And so we're going to set up a similar farm to this, probably not next episode because we're out of andesite and all that stuff. But eventually we'll get one set up for our trees to grow so that we can have, well, tree growth going. But in the interim, I'm going to go ahead and farm the trees off camera and let them grow and do the thing, because I need to get the miner set up and it requires a bunch of spruce and all that stuff. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.